Hello everyone, welcome to this week's forecast on gold. Last week I was expecting a little bit of push down towards this place before we get this push up, but that didn't happen. And let me quickly explain why I was expecting a push down. I drew a 50% um yeah, I was expecting a 50% retracement of this move, but that didn't happen. Market just kept pushing to the upside. Going to daily, um this zone was very, very particular for gold to break. And last week's forecast, I explained that if we get a push towards this place, we'll be going down more. But if we don't get that, I explicitly said I'll be expecting a push up. And if we get more buying pressure, we'll take this high. So that was all about that. And another reason why we could have gotten a buy was going to 4 hours time frame while we're expecting this to happen, while we're expecting them to come down to break this low, we got a break of structure to the upside. So this break of structure changed the narrative, let me put it that way. And then we're also having something like the inverse head and shoulders. Inverse head and shoulders. So this alone was enough. Immediately we got this break, this was expected to happen because we can see it clearly. So let's check if they've gotten to the final destination of this. Okay, they've not gotten there. So let's keep that aside. So what am I expecting this week? What am I expecting this week? Going back to the weekly time frame, let's check the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, last week we saw this red candle, last 2 weeks rather, we saw this red candle coming down, canceling the powers of the bulls. But this week we saw the bulls coming in aggressively, came in aggressively, and that alone is a sign. That alone is a sign. So what am I expecting this week? Let's go to daily to check what we have, zones we have, and how we can capitalize on it. First things first, this inverse head and shoulder has not been completed. The completion of this inverse head and shoulder is around 4.7. So we should expect market to come towards this place, but it doesn't mean that immediately the market opens, it's just going to go there. It can, but also we should also trade what we see and not what we feel. Whatever the market presents on Monday or Tuesday, if it hasn't gotten here, that's giving us more buying position to take so that we can target this place and possibly the all-time high. Personally, I feel like once price gets here, it's going to get to the all-time high. Let's check. Yeah. Also on daily, we have this strong hammer forming that has formed, and after it formed, we could see the push up to the upside, giving us a sign that market is targeting this all-time high. Let's go to 4 hours and see what we can derive from there. Go to 4 hours. Okay, I can delete this because you get this story already. This has found, and yeah, another break of structure right here. We have another break of structure right here. So we have the first break of structure, we have the second break of structure, and we can conveniently target this place. And some people might even see this push as those that use Elliott wave, they can see this is 1, 2, 3 with 3 with 4, and then they're expecting a wave 5. So this wave 5 is expected to take this high. So, and for those that trade based on patterns, you could have seen one or two things to choose. But basically, I'm expecting that. Uh, Another thing I can say I'm expecting is because we've gotten a break of structure, we can quickly draw this out because this is a zone. This is a support and resistance zone. It's acted as resistance, support, resistance. So we could get a retracement down back into the zone before we go up. Before we go up. Or it could even be something like this. We can even come lower here, somewhere around here before we go up. But in all the cases, gold is bullish for this week. Gold is bullish. So trade wisely and don't over leverage, don't over risk, don't add to losing positions. Just trade what you see and not what you feel. That will be all for this week's forecast.